Unawareness about menstruation has led to unhygienic and unhealthy menstrual practices, creating misconceptions and negative attitudes towards women and girls. Marion Apio, Chief Executive Officer, Girls Alive Uganda, and Nabakoza Dorothy, founder, Hindura Recycling Initiative Limited, both defined menstrual hygiene as one's ability to maintain cleanliness during the time of the month. They explained why menstrual hygiene is essential.
Cleanliness is not next to godliness, but it is definitely part of it. It's very important that a person is very clean. It is important that when you're in these days, you behave like you just have to be your best at cleanliness, because it's for your health concerns, it's for the people around you. Imagine there are even children involved, so it's very important to be clean.
The hygiene is important because, for instance, if you dispose of your pad wrongly and it is, let's say, in an environment where there is food, you're definitely contaminating the environment. And so proper disposal of sanitary towels is very vital for the environment or for the communities. And at the same time, within families, it's important that you wash your knickers, you clean yourself.
The ladies highlighted some of the problems that develop with poor menstrual hygiene.
For starters, I don't even advise anyone to ever share undergarments, but if you do, they would need to be washed and with hot water, So the disadvantages are so many STIs involved. The person could come with their own STIs and then they could infect another. So it's not really advisable to share such material.
If women or girls are not clean during this period, there are a number of repercussions that can come off. Some of them include getting diseases out of the unhygienic sort of methods that are used, or using products that are not actually clean or of quality.
As a remarkable day to acknowledge the need for menstrual hygiene, Nabakoza and Apio hinted on what should be done to promote menstrual hygiene.
Maybe it's about time that the different policymakers in the Ministry of Gender and in different sectors that are sort of like feminine, Ministry of Education and so forth, actually elevate and are able to support girls and women to ensure that these products are accessible. Teachers in different schools, parents in different communities, girls and boys, local area leaders, can we work together and see that we support the vulnerable girls? And we can only do much, right? And so our community-centered approach is not a blame game, but rather who can we work with to support and empower girls.
But just make sure you sensitize the people, create awareness around the disadvantages, around the advantages of not sharing, disadvantages of sharing. Sensitization needs to be done because that is knowledge and knowledge is power.
To effectively manage their menstruation, girls and women require access to water, sanitation and hygiene facilities, affordable and appropriate menstrual hygiene materials, information on the good practices, and a supportive environment where they can manage menstruation without embarrassment or stigma. Marion Apio advised on menstrual hygiene attainability.
The basic advice is, how can I use what I have to actually go through menstruation safely? And that could include a piece of very clean towels that you've been able to wash, you're able to really make, and you're in position to, figure out ways of going through periods.
Poor management of menstruation affects many girls globally and especially in low and middle class countries. Challenges associated with effective menstrual hygiene management include lack of access to clean, effective absorbents, inadequate facilities to change, clean and dispose of absorbents, lack of access to soap and water, and lack of privacy, inadequate social support, and presence of taboos that lead to psychosocial consequences of menstruation, including shame, fear, anxiety, and distraction. In Uganda, the government is prioritizing movement of mental health management among girls and women, for example, by the launch of the Menstrual Hygiene Charter in 2015, in which the government and social society organizations committed they would work together to promote menstrual hygiene management. Today, 28th May, marks the annual Menstrual Hygiene Day 2023, and the national theme is Making Menstruation a Normal Fact of Life by 2030.